Hi, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. Well, it's getting really close to the fall holiday, so you want to start looking at your fabrics to make placemats and napkins and table runners. So this is a really fun placemat to make. You're using only two fabrics, this one right here, and then the one on the back actually wraps around over to the front. And I'm using cotton batting in this. For this particular style of placemat, I, for some reason, like the cotton batting. I think it just looks really nice. So let's get started. Here's how you want to cut your fabric. For fabric A, that's the smaller piece that's on the top, you'll just need one 13 inches by 18 inches. Fabric B, that's the fabric that's on the back and wraps around over the edges. You'll cut that 18 inches by 23. You'll also need just one layer of cotton batting. You're cutting it the same size as your fabric A, which is 13 inches by 18. Here is my fabric B, and you're going to lay it with the pretty side down. So you're looking at the not so pretty side. You want to do two opposite edges first. Fold it over about a ½ inch and press. So two opposite edges. Then go to the other two edges and fold them over a ½ inch and press. Take your cotton batting and your fabric for the front. So this is my cotton batting right here, and this is the fabric for the front. Center it. So what I'll do is I'll take either a ruler of some type and I'll measure in just a few spots here and there to make sure that I have about the same amount of fabric sticking out on all four sides, which is going to be roughly 2 inches. Then you want to take two opposite edges and fold them over like this and begin pinning it. So I've just finished pinning this edge and this edge. Then you want to go and stitch real close to this edge all the way down. So from this point right here, you're going to then stitch all the way across over to the edge here. And you do the same thing on the other edge. So after you stitched the two edges down, now you want to cut some of this off, just the part that's folded over, not this here, just this piece. Now here's the folded edge right here. You want to go over, 1/4 inch, maybe ½ inch, and cut. Remember, don't cut the fabric underneath. Whatever you do, don't cut that. Otherwise, you ruined your placemat. And I'm going to cut down to the edge of my cotton batting, or the fabric A and cotton batting. Now, I'm going to cut this off. All right, so throw this away. Now take this edge here, finger press this, take this edge, and bring this corner to where it touches down over here. And just kind of fold this really nice like that. Kind of finger press this a little bit. Now take this edge and bring it up like this. And this is how you get a mitered corner. So go ahead and pin it. So you want to cut all of your corners like that and fold all of them like that. So I've already done it down here at this one, okay? And then make sure you've got it pinned all the way across. Then you're going to stitch from over here, this corner, up to the edge up here, and then across, and then down to this corner. And you do that on both sides. The last thing you want to do is doing some quilting stitches. Now, I did a really basic pattern. I used a straight stitch and I changed my stitch length to 3.0. because you're going through multiple layers of fabric, it's a little thicker, so you want to lengthen your stitch. So I started about 1.5 inches in from this edge and 1.5 inches in from this edge. And I came over and did my first line. And actually I started down here, sorry about that. So here's where I started. And you can make the width of your stitch lines any width you want, but I didn't want them too close together. So I did a straight stitch up to here. Now I just eyeballed it. You never want to look at your needle. You want to look at the width of from here over to here. So you're looking over here instead of at your stitch line. So I stitched up to here, and when I got about 1.5 inches away from this edge, I left my needle down through my fabric, turned the fabric, and went across this way about 1.5 inches. Turned the fabric again, and went down to here. Stopped about 1.5 inches away, went this way, and then came back up this way. And I did that all the way across the placemat till I got over to this side. Now, not all of my lines are the same width apart. They're just sort of random. I just eyeballed it. You can choose thread that really stands out a lot, but if you have a hard time with getting straight lines, I would pick a really fabric or a thread that's going to blend in with your fabric that you're using so no one can really see it. The reason why you want to do the quilting stitches is that it holds all the layers together, so when you go to wash them, the cotton batting isn't going to get all weird during the wash cycle. So it's real important. Another thing you may want to do is before you begin doing the quilting stitches is take straight pins and place them here and there to hopefully prevent your fabric from shifting. If you have a walking presser foot, I would put that on, and that way your fabric won't shift. Now I used a regular presser foot and my fabric shifted a little bit, but if you hold your fabric really taut, you don't let it stretch too much, you're going to be able to do it without the walking foot. But if you've got that walking foot, I would use it. So when you get all of that done, this is what it looks like. I'm going to flip it over to the back, and here it is on the back. So you actually have a two-sided placemat. So if one side gets a little dirty and not so nice looking, you can flip it over to the other side. And one more thing I want to mention, that when you're making your placemats, also don't forget to make coordinating fabric napkins. And I have lots of videos on napkins, so there'll be a link or two down below your YouTube screen on how to make napkins, napkin rings, and a variety of placemats, table runners, all types of table linens for the holiday season. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and also check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click on the thumbs up button. Don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. If you haven't subscribed yet, click on that red subscribe button down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Don't forget to click on the bell. I'm Cheryl, and this is a lot of mayonnaise. See you next time, and happy sewing!